I decided to do this tutorial to help some of you that are wondering how to set goals with students go about doing that. So the first thing you want to do is log into your NWEA map site, and once you get logged in, you will want to go to View Reports and go to Map Growth Reports. Once you go to Math Growth Reports, you should see the student file chart on your screen. Click on that graph or that chart and go to the current testing session, which is fall 2021. Select the school of the student who you are mentoring. So I'm going to select high school. And then if you do not have this student in class, you need to select a teacher who does have the student. So I am going to select Angie because I know she has almost everybody in band. And then I will go to band. And then I'm just going to grab Jonah here. And then view his student profile. So this is the student profile for Jonah. And as you can see, he has a 218 RIT in math, a 219 RIT in reading, and a 203 RIT in science. Since we're clicked on math, as you scroll down, you will see Jonah's growth chart over time from the very first time he took a map test to the current map test. His RIT for math is a 218, which puts him in the yellow RIT band. The yellow is the average RIT band. Red is low, orange is low average, yellow is average, green is high average, and blue is high. So you can see that Jonah is in the yellow, which is in the average RIT band, but he is very close to dropping into that low average range. So it would be very easy to have a conversation with Jonah by looking at this chart and letting him see where he's at, where he's been, where his scores, if his score is going up, if his score is going down. So I would suggest using this chart when you have conversations with the students that you're setting goals with. Now, if you want to, you can actually customize their growth goal and check to see what type of growth they need to get to where they need to be. Because students who are behind academically will never get caught up with just the average growth. They will simply just maintain being behind. So they actually have to set a goal that's going to be higher than what is the average growth. So if I click on Customize Growth Target, you can see that to maintain where Jonah is at, he needs a RIT growth of 4. But we want to do more than maintain. We want to get him up into that higher green area. So if you click on his RIT growth over here, and like I said, in order to maintain, he'll need a 4. But we want him to get up there just a little bit higher, give him a little bit more cushion between that average to low average range. So we can click on here, his RIT growth points, and let's put him about a 7. In order to see where that puts him on the chart over here, you have to actually click off of it. So click off, and you can see to maintain, he was at a 222 RIT, but if we want him to increase a little bit more, then having him go up 7 points instead of 4 would give him a little bit more cushion at a 225 range. Now, if we wanted him to go a little bit higher, and average growth is between 2 and 4 points, is is average growth. If we want him to go a little bit higher, we could click a couple more points and then make sure you click off so you can see where that chart goes. Now if you see up here in this blue, it's actually saying that this growth of 9 points would be highly unlikely. So let's take it down one more. Let's take it down 1 to 8 and click off. So if you really want him to do a maximum goal and really shoot for the stars, then a RIT growth of 8 points would put him right there. Now keep in mind that if this is where you decide to set this goal for his math, then you want to make sure that he understands that that's a pretty high goal, so you're kind of aiming for the stars, because we don't want him to be discouraged if he doesn't get that. So this is the process that you would go through, and then you could do the exact same thing for reading. And you'd go down to his chart and you would check out his reading chart. I'm going to go back to math quick. If you want to set the goal and say, yep, we're going to set that goal, then you can click here and that will help you to set the goal. And that will kind of lock it in. Then you would go in and do the exact same thing for reading and the exact same thing for science.